Your heart tightens before you can explain why. A message lands and your stomach drops. A stranger walks into the room and something in your chest shifts before they even speak. You tell yourself you're being rational, but your body has already reacted, your pulse already changed, your attention already locked onto a threat you cannot yet name. That's where the damage happens, not in the thought itself, but in the confidence behind it. You don't just have a reaction. The painful part is that this doesn't only happen when you're stressed. It happens when you are calm, competent, even highly intelligent. Your mind is not trying to deceive you out of cruelty. It is trying to save time, save energy, save effort. It spots a face, a tone, a gesture, a pattern that feels familiar. And before you have even finished the sentence in your head, it has already built a conclusion and handed it to you like it was obvious. That is why a first impression can feel so solid, so complete, so impossible to challenge. By the time doubt shows up, the verdict is already sitting in your chest. You know this feeling, the sudden certainty that someone is off before they've done anything wrong. The instant trust in a person who says the right words in the right order. The quiet shame after you realize you defended a decision that was never really examined. We do this all the time. We call it instinct, intuition, common sense, chemistry. Sometimes it is just your brain rushing to finish the picture, because unfinished pictures make us uncomfortable. That is why the most dangerous mistakes often feel calm at first. They arrive with the clean confidence of a thought that never had to work hard. No friction, no second look, no internal debate. Just a fast, polished answer that slips past your defenses, because it feels like certainty. And when something feels immediate, we tend to assume it is accurate. But immediacy is not the same thing as depth. The people who make better calls are not the ones who never feel the first flash. They are the ones who notice when the flash comes too quickly. They catch the moment their mind says, "I already know," and they refuse to treat that as proof. They wait, they check. They let the slower part of the brain get a turn, not because they are colder, but because they understand how easily the mind fills gaps with confidence. So if you have ever wondered why you can be so sure and still be wrong, the answer is simple. Your brain loves a shortcut. And once you can see that happening in real time, you stop treating every strong feeling like a verdict. You start treating it like a signal. What if the very thing you've been ashamed of is not a flaw, but evidence? That tightness in your chest, that instant certainty, that gut-level no before you can explain why. Those reactions have been treated like problems for years, when in reality, they are the fingerprints of a mind moving faster than your words can keep up. The real mistake is not feeling deeply. The real mistake is assuming every strong feeling is a verdict. That is where people get trapped. They feel something sharply, and the feeling starts issuing commands. They rush to apologize, to agree, to withdraw, to defend themselves, as if the body's alarm bell has already proven the danger. But alarms are not evidence. They are alerts. And if nobody ever taught you the difference, of course you would confuse pressure for truth. Once you understand that, the blame begins to shift. You stop calling yourself irrational. You stop trying to muscle your way into a colder personality. You start seeing that your mind is not broken. It is operating on shortcuts, scanning patterns, making rapid judgments, trying to protect you before you have time to think. Some of those shortcuts are useful. Some of them are expensive. The danger is not intuition itself, but trusting it blindly when the stakes are high. Because the moment you treat every strong feeling as a verdict, you hand your nervous system a blank check. Someone sends a short reply, and your chest tightens. A door closes a little too hard, and your body decides you are in danger. A face changes for half a second, and your mind fills in the rest with a story, a forecast, a warning, a loss. Your brain loves completion. It hates uncertainty. That question is not academic. It is protective, because the fastest way to lose your peace is to react to the version of events your mind produced under pressure. You may think you are defending yourself, but sometimes you are only defending and interpretation. And interpretations can be wrong in ways that ruin relationships, drain money, and burn trust you never meant to spend. So here is the practical discipline. When the feeling is intense, delay the decision. When the stakes are high, seek a second point of view. When the pattern looks familiar, do not confuse familiarity with truth. Write it down if you have to. Say it out loud. Put facts on one side and guesses on the other. Your nervous system is allowed to warn you, but it is not allowed to rule unchallenged. Because the real danger is not that your mind is broken. The real danger is that it works so quickly, you forget it is working at all. Breathe.